I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Garage Sale, Flea Market, Antique Mall Pickups video. So if you haven't watched part one or the preview video, definitely check that out. It will be linked at the end of this video or down in the description. So let's jump right into this box, and I'm going to share with you in this episode the vintage old football card box that was shown off in that preview video with a John Riggins sticker attached. So when you open the box, I'm just going to skip right over these really fast. I'm guessing the seller just shoved these in there to, keep them from sliding around or to fill the box up. But these are just some cheap 93 tops, nothing special. Then there's some 92 basketball in here. Larry Bird, David Robinson. Got a couple Hall of Fame guys in there, Dominique Wilkins, but nothing really too exciting, here, Steve Kerr, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to skip right over those, put those to the side. And the reason I decided to buy this, I originally talked her down to about $10 for the box, which I thought was more than fair because that comes out to roughly about a dime a card, give or take a few cents. So let's jump right in here and see what we got. And I'm going to go through these really fast, so just bear with me. Well, the first one is not a 70s card, but a very beat up 1960s card of Bob Schnelker, if I'm saying that right. So there's a couple checklist cards. There's a Terry Bradshaw, a Franco Harris, O.J. Simpson, Jim Otis. There's the receiving leaders of Lydell Mitchell, Chuck Foreman, Charlie Taylor. And there's just Bill Berge, who's a great player, Mel Gray, Cliff Harris, who's a Hall of Famer, Ken Riley, who just recently passed away, Ray Guy. I mean, this is just loaded. There's another Cliff Harris, who's a great TTMer, Jim Hart, Alan Page, Pastorini, Gene Upshaw, Mel Renfro, Ted Hendricks, Lyle Lozado. I mean, I'm not going to read every one of these to you because that will get boring really fast. But as you can see, these are some good cards. And some good signers through the mail too, hopefully. So, hopefully I can get a few of these signed maybe. Another Charlie Taylor, another Gene Upshaw, Bolitnikoff, Craig Morton, just on down the list. This is an excellent buy for only about a dime a card. I was, my wife was with me when I bought these, and I said to her, I've just been really having a lot of good luck lately finding vintage football cards. I don't know what it is about finding vintage football, but it just, for some reason, I've been finding vintage football cards so much lately. And if you follow my channel and watch my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I've shown off a lot of 70s era football cards, it seems, lately over the last year or so. And the good news is they're really cheap, and a lot of people just don't collect them that much. They just, for whatever reason, they close them out for nothing. I mean, this was even coming from a card shop owner. He's like, I just want to get rid of them because I can't sell them. And I'm like, if you, sell them to me, I can at least maybe get a few autographs out of the bunch. And I just have to really kind of go through these and see, who signs and who doesn't. That's one of those side projects of mine that I just keep putting off. It seems like lately I've just been really focusing on baseball TTMs and not giving my vintage football enough time, I guess you would say. So, as you can see, this is an excellent amount of cards. And if you're a set builder, if there's anybody out there watching this that's trying to put a couple sets together, you're just missing some commons or maybe some of those lesser known Hall of Famers, like Roger Worley, for example. definitely hit me up with a message. Maybe I can help you out and get your collection finished up, because I honestly probably, if I had the time, which I really don't, to sit down and try to put my sets together, I bet you I could come really close to putting a complete set of like 78 tops together if I combined all my vintage football cards from the 70s that I bought recently. That if you remember, and I'll maybe link that up here in the corner, or at least at the end of this video, that big box of cards of just football that I picked up. I still haven't really sorted through that. It's just kind of a mess, to say the least. And this is just some good football cards to get signed. And again, a lot of these guys aren't with us anymore. A lot of these guys have passed away. So it's unfortunate that I didn't have these a little sooner, but that's the way it goes sometimes. That's usually my luck. After somebody passes away, that's when I find their card, usually. But that's how it is. From what I could tell, like I said, there's some really good signers that are in this box. This is actually the first time I really went through it, other than the first shuffle, so to speak, when I was at the garage sale when I decided to buy them for the first time. So hopefully you guys like this, because like I said, it seems like I've been showing these off a lot. And there's Heisman Trophy Archie Griffin, Ed Too Tall Jones, some of the Jim Zorn, some of these guys are great TTMers. There's Mean Joe Green, Cliff Branch, Alan Page, another Charlie Joyner. Just on down the list. So I'm seeing, the good news is I'm seeing a lot of, there's Vince Papale. I know he signs to the mail, which the movie's based off of, that Mark Wahlberg starred in. John Dutton, who I got back recently, TTM. Not the John Dutton on Yellowstone, played by Kevin Costner. Jerry Shirk, I've gotten him back, TTM recently. I think I wrote that. Maybe not. Yeah, like I said, some of these guys have recently passed away. Bob Kuchenberg, for example, that were great signers before they passed. There's George Coons. These kind of sticking together. It's kind of like trying to sort through pieces of bread or something, because of there's Emmett Thomas, the Hall of Famer. Another Vince. Roger Worley. And I'm starting to see repeaters here, like the same, like duplicates and triplicates of the same card. Don Outlaw I've gotten, Don Hardiman. So again, like I said, if you are trying to collect some of these older sets, definitely hit me up. I'd be more than happy to trade you something. I really, like I said, should sit down and just get an album and some pages and see if I can complete a set, because even the last box I bought had Walter Payton and had a couple Tony Dorsett rookies in it and Terry Bradshaws and stuff like that. So I already have most of the stars from these sets. There might be a couple key rookies or something that I'm overlooking, but I would imagine that those would be pretty easy to track down. And I'm not really looking at condition. I'm just, more or less, if I was trying to put the set together, it'd be like, well, I just want to get it done, so to speak. My hands are getting a little too full, too many cards. But like I said, I'm not going to read every name. You can kind of see for yourself, you know, who some of these names are. You know, Billy White Shoes Johnson. Doesn't say White Shoes on the card though. But we're getting past the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to kind of fly through these. There's Herm Edwards, who I think is a pretty good signer. I'm just going to fly through these really quick here, make sure there's not like a Walter Payton rookie or something in here, which I doubt because that was way before this year. We'll be more optimistic, like a Tony Dorsett rookie again, or James Lofton or something like that. But as you can tell, this one doesn't have any of the big names like Terry Bradshaw in here. I mean, that one card had Terry Bradshaw, but his single's not in here. You know, no Roger Staubach, no, you know, nobody of that. Well, Walter Payton. Haven't seen a Walter Payton in here out of this box. So, I mean, I feel this box has been gone through, you know, to pull out probably the really big names. But like I said, the lesser names, you know, are still in here that are in the Hall of Fame, and guys that were really good that aren't in the Hall of Fame, like Jeff Van Note, for example. You know, this is just a, you know, a really nice box, and you know, there's another Cliff Harris. But you know, at only a dime a card, or just over a dime a card, you just can't go wrong when you find, you know, vintage cards for any sport. Alright, sorry about the break there. I just had one last stack I was going to show you, and of course the camera battery died, so had to switch out batteries really quick. But this is just a great little lot that I picked up in this bigger lot of $60, of course. And this is just one excellent set. You know, I plan on, you know, like I said, going through this and really just hitting it hard, maybe with some TTMs, with some of these guys, you know, like Reggie McKenzie, you know, I'm pretty sure he still signs through the mail. You know, Tony Galbraith, I believe I've seen. Maybe not. John Bunting. No, he's not. I don't know. But some of these guys I just got to do some research on, make sure they're still alive for starters. But I'm moving the camera there, sorry about that. But thank you very much for joining me for another episode. This is, you know, another one of 4 boxes that I bought. So if you haven't watched part 1, definitely consider doing that. Also stay tuned for the next 2 parts, as I'm going to actually show off some newer cards from the most recent era of card collecting, last couple of years actually. So if vintage stuff isn't your thing, if junk wax era stuff isn't your thing, definitely stay tuned for part 3 and 4 of this pickup, because we have some current football and some current baseball that I'm going to share with you. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I look forward to your comments below, and happy collecting.